So here is Dan Woog and his current profile. We see that he is an independent writing and editing professional. He's self-employed and he went to Brown University. His summary is brief and does give some information about himself. And he's got an older photo, no banner, background banner. And this is his experience section. So he does have some, but certainly not all, of the experience that we all know about Dan. So he's got a couple of recommendations. That's really it. It's pretty much a bare bones profile. And we are ready to look at Dan Woog on LinkedIn with his new profile. So let's see what changes we have made for Dan. So the first thing is we have a little more updated photo for him. And you notice right off the bat, he's got a banner image, which actually happens to be Westport, which is where he's from and where he's famous for being from and writing and whatnot. And I'd say one of my favorite things about Dan is in the new profile is his new headline and his new title. You'll see the new titles in the various experience sections, but having this new headline, it's really much closer to what he does. The other thing is for his summary. His summary was redone, and he brings together all the various things he does, writing, speaking, blogging, the LGBT work that he does, the coaching. He really brings that together, and he talks about being a part of the community and how important community is to him. So I think that's really a nice way to tie together all the things that he does. And you'll notice with his experience now, it's definitely more fine-tuned. So the older profile, he did not list his 06880 blog, which is a phenomenally wonderful blog. So now he's got that listed here. He's got a description of it. And also for all of his other, so he's got quite a lengthy description as well as new headlines or new titles. So this has to do with LGBT and diversity. He's a speaker, pioneer, leader, author, mentor, activist, and consultant. That wasn't really laid out before, as well as a video here. And then if you look at his writing, he's got quite a bit of good information on the type of writing that he provides. And this is a blogging workshop that he did. This is more information about him as a historian. He's actually the author of a book on Staples High School. So we brought in that aspect here. And of course, a columnist. And so all these were added in and really bring up a lot more really depth to Dan. And what we've seen is a use of keywords, a lot more descriptions, some wonderful titles, and we bringing in images and videos. So for his education, we added his degree, which he didn't have in there before. We also fine-tuned his skills. So we prioritized his top skills, which is important. I actually wrote him a recommendation, because I love his blog, so I recommend that you do the same. And you'll notice this is also new for him. All the publications that he's written are listed. And so this is great to have this available. So for example, here's the Staples High School book. And if I click on See Publication, it does link over to his book in Amazon, which is great. So all of these are now linked to Amazon. So people that are interested, if you're going to check out his profile, make sure you look at the books and head over to Amazon and maybe you want to get a book. So let's look at all his awards. He didn't really have any of these listed, and he's won quite a lot of awards. So some of them are local, and some of them are national coach, youth coach of the year, a lot of things. And then his organizations. So he's very active both locally and nationally. So all that was done. And the other thing we did, of course, is on his profile, and this, by the way, is the new user interface. We have all his contact information here. So makes it easy for him to be contacted, by phone or email, 3 websites. There's his 06880. All of these link right over. So it's been a really wonderful experience having someone who has got such depth and so many interesting things that they're doing to work with Dan and to help him upgrade his LinkedIn presence. So I want to thank Dan very much.